I just made my second trip this morning back to 𝙗𝙧𝙧𝙧𝙧 Deli Cafe. And oh my goodness, she makes sweet potato donuts with raspberry topping. And they are so good. You don't want to put these on top of your head because your tongue will beat you to death to get to it. So if you're in Ellsworth, Maine, go to 𝙗𝙧𝙧𝙧 Deli Cafe and get your sweet potato donuts. They are delicious.
All right.
My goodness, I need a haircut. But my clippers are in the van. And I'm not going to pay $30 to go get a haircut when I can do it myself as soon as I get my van back. I'm stuck in the beast today because it's raining. It's a little bit of a break right now, but it's fixing to start back up again. So I'm just sitting here, passing the time, waiting to get my van back. Today's Monday. I'm supposed to get the van back Wednesday. So fingers crossed. I'm excited. I can't wait to get it back. But today I was going to talk to you a little bit about my budget for last month. It was bad. It was real bad. I spent $180 over budget. But let me tell you why that happened. And let me make clear up front that I'm not out of money. I just spent over what I had budgeted for the month. I make a budget each month and I try to live within my means of that budget. Sometimes things happen and I have to go over. So this past month, I spent $180 more than what I had budgeted. And there's 3 reasons for that. So let's talk about those. Reason number 1, it was a 5-week month. And I didn't budget for that. Those 5-week months sneak up on you. So I had an extra week I didn't prepare in my budget for. So that was my fault. So I'll have to keep that in mind because October budget will need to be for 5 weeks also. The second reason my budget flopped this month is because I don't have my van. If you don't know that story, I was involved in a hit and run and I chased her down on foot and got her tag number, and her insurance has my van in the shop getting it fixed. I'm supposed to get it back Wednesday. I can't wait. So because of that, I'm not able to take the shower every morning in my van. And although I can go somewhere, like you've seen in a previous video, and wash my hair and take a sponge bath, I can't do that every single day. And especially here lately when the temperature has been down to 46 and feels like 42 and the wind's blowing like crazy, it's just too cold to get out there and do that kind of stuff. So I have been going to the Y every other day, and the showers cost me $5, which that's not, outrageous expensive. It's reasonable, but it is a cost that I'm not budgeted for. The third reason my budget failed this month is because, once again, I'm not in my van. I cannot cook in the beast. I just left my refrigerator in the van because I can't keep the battery charged here with no solar, no generator, and no DC to DC charger. So I wasn't able to bring my refrigerator. I do have a cooler that I keep milk in and some cheese and my pickles and stuff that I didn't want to leave in my refrigerator. But I'm having to basically eat out every day, go to the store and buy something for lunch. I'm able to fix my breakfast here outside of the van, which is nothing more than just cheese toast and coffee. And that's fine. I can live on that. But I'm not able to cook my regular meals, so I have to run to the store every day to get me something to eat, and that gets expensive. This is my lunch today. I have the candied smoked salmon bites. They're ready to eat. Some green olives, cream cheese, crackers. I went to Hannaford's today to get me a meal, and I got this taste of berry salad with the raspberry vinaigrette and some grilled chicken topper. And that will be my meal today, with some pineapple chunks for a dessert. So those are the 3 reasons that my budget went up in flames. And let me reiterate, once again, I'm not out of money. I was just out of budgeted money. I spent more for the month than what I budgeted for. But sometimes things happen that's out of your control, and you have to be prepared for it. Especially living out here on the road. There's lots of things that can happen that you could be unprepared for, but you just have to make the best of. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm just waiting until Wednesday to get my van back. I want to be able to take my showers and cook my meals and get back on the road. I've been in this area for, I don't know, over 2 months now. I've gone on a couple of hikes. I've gone to the Carroll homestead in Acadia National Park, but for some reason I've lost the footage of the inside of the house. I still have the footage of the basement. I don't know what happened to the footage of inside the house, but I got some pictures, so I'll post those.
Jesse was born on a winter's night in the middle of a storm. The road was blocked, so Jesse was born in this old house. Raised on love in those sunny years when there was magic in the world. Her laughter traveled well across those hardwood floors. God knows we didn't have much, but in a way, you know, we had it all. She grew up fast, in a breath or two. She was on her way out the door, while her clothes were drying on a line outside the porch. With that worn-out truck and a lot of hope, she left one Thursday morn. Like the storm she came with, never let her go. God knows we didn't have much, but we gave all that we had to give.
So from the kitchen, this is the entrance to the basement. But we're not going to go down in there this way. That is cool. Here it comes. All right, we're fixing to go in the basement. They gave me a flashlight. The sign says, "Watch your head." And let's go down in here. Now, from right here, I can already feel the coolness. Wow. All right, so there's the kitchen steps there. And it's just a stone wall. These are the original floor joists of when this thing was built. That is amazing. And it's so nice and cool. It's like air conditioned down here. But you have to duck your head or you'll hit it. And there's the kitchen. Oh, there's another room off over there. Let's go over there. It's just a little room, but it's got some shelves or something built in right there. There's the door. And it has a window. Pantry, I guess. That is so cool. Oh, you can see some of the original boards here are starting to fall. And that's the reason why they only allow 2 people at a time in. That is cool. Look at those floor joists. That is amazing. All right. That's all there is to it. So the ranger here just told me an interesting story about this apple tree. They don't know exactly when it was planted, but they're thinking around the time that the homestead started, around 1825 or so. But the interesting thing about this is in some of the pictures, you can see this apple tree behind the family. And also, he told me that Mr. Carroll liked to graft. And so this apple tree has several different grafts of different types of apples. And that's why the trunk looks like it does. Isn't that a cool story? He said Mr. Carroll always wanted to give people something when they came to visit, and lots of times he would give them apples off the tree. Y'all have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully I'll have my van back, and next week we'll talk about what happens next. So I'll see you later. Bye.